Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with Bear River Blogger, and today it's such a nice day out here on the Bear River Bird Refuge. I thought I'd do a quick little video update on kind of the bird watching that's going on out here. We are in the last week of February. It's not quite spring yet, but today it kind of feels like it. The weather's actually kind of nice, as you can see. And I'm actually standing on the Bear River Migratory Bird Refuge. This is the auto tour route for those of you who've never been here and have kind of wondered what I mean when I talk about the auto tour route. It's this 12-mile gravel road that I'm standing on, and there's a link in the description below about the auto tour route if you're not familiar with it. But I want to stop here first and just kind of let you guys know, because I get this question fairly consistently this time of year: what condition is the road in? As you can see, it's gravel, and during the winter time it gets beat up pretty bad, and they can't really do much about it until it warms up. But now that it's warming up and they've got their Swan Day in a couple of weeks, they get the road back into shape. As you can see, they've got some gravel on the side. They're actually grading the road, and so far I've only gone maybe half a mile. The road's actually in pretty good shape. They're not done with it. As you can see, they've still got some more grading to do, but it's a lot better than it was just a few days ago. So this section of the auto tour route is in good shape. I'm sure the road grader somewhere out on the auto tour route, so there's probably some sections that are still haven't been touched yet. But as of right now, they are working on the auto tour route, so it's a lot smoother than it has been. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you guys, is the road's becoming a little nicer to drive on, a lot less potholes. So that's the first thing. But we're going to go around on to the south, kind of the southwest, southeast section of the auto tour route, and go see what the swans are doing, because this is the time of year when the swans should start becoming back in pretty good numbers. And I haven't been out here for about a week, and looks like a lot of things have thawed out. There's a lot of open water, so that means swans should be moving in if they haven't already. So we're going to go take a look at and see what's going on with the swans, and let you guys know how the swan situation is if you guys are anxious to come up and see the swans. So let's go take a drive around the auto tour route on the south side and see what we got going on. But I just want to stop to let you guys know they are working on the auto tour route. It's getting graded, so it is getting better each day they work on it. So just keep that in mind. So we will head on to the south side. All right, we have made it to the southwest corner of the auto tour route, and there's some good news and some bad news. The bad news we'll start with is they haven't gotten to this side of the auto tour route with the road grader, and I haven't seen the road grader yet today. So this side, the south side and the west side are kind of rough still. The north side looks like they've started grading it, but I haven't seen anybody out working on it since I've been here. So the road it's a little rough. It's better than it was a couple weeks ago. Looks like it's been driven on quite a bit when it was wet, so it's not quite got as many potholes in it, but it's still, you got to kind of watch out where you're going. That's one of the bad news parts. The good news is there's a lot of swans here, not as many as there should be yet. Looks like the bulk of them haven't moved in yet. But the bad news is they're way across this pond where they're not easily visible without magnification, without spotting scope or binoculars. But there are, I'm guessing, a couple thousand swans or more, maybe more. I don't know, it's hard to say. But there's a lot of swans here, but they're not really that many of them, so they're not evenly spread out all over the unit here like they are when they come in mass numbers, and they kind of peak before they migrate out. So they still haven't moved in yet, the greater quantity of them. So the good news is we're still a little early. The swans haven't shown up, but you want to see swans, they are on the auto tour right now, so you just won't see the masses like you will in a couple weeks. Usually the first couple weeks in March, depending on the weather, that's usually when they peak. Some years, late February, like now, is when they sometimes peak, when they migrate early. But looks like this year, looks like it might be a little later. So I'm guessing probably next week or two, the auto tour route, there's a couple right there, should really pick up for the swans out here, for the bird watching for swans, because they really haven't moved in great numbers yet, but they will very quickly, I think, because usually by latter part of March, they're usually gone. So they only stay here for a few weeks. So if you want to see swans, now's the time. Just know that the auto tour route is a little rough. They are working on it. It is getting graded. I'm driving in my car and it's just fine. I'm just driving it slow, watching for potholes. But there are swans out here. But right now, There's not a ton of them, and they are kind of on the other side of the pond. So that's just kind of what it is right now, but there are plenty of swans out here. But that's it. That's kind of what to expect out here on the outer route. Here it's the last week of February. And haven't seen a whole lot else. I've only seen 1 or 2 bald eagles. Not any, I've seen 1 great blue heron. Hardly anything else. It's been kind of slow today. It's kind of surprising with such a nice day it is. I thought I'd see a lot more birds than I have, and it's almost noon. And I've been at it for a couple hours. And it's really kind of slow, but there are swans, and that's mainly what I came out to see, is what the swans are doing. So swans are here. Just want to give you guys a good idea of what to expect. And if you guys like these little video updates on the Bear River Migratory Bird Refuge, feel free to subscribe to our channel and follow us at bearriverblogger.com. And if you got any questions, post them in the comments below, and I'll answer them as best as I can. And we'll catch you on the next video update.